Hey Wargamers, welcome back to the channel, Death from Above Wargaming. I'm Aaron.
I'm Dan.
And we are back with some more exciting review action of a relatively new product, although this one came out quite some time ago. We just recently got our hands on it. Ray and Aaron sent us out a copy to review. So the hope is that
they're doing a great job.
They're doing a great job.
Yeah, they really are.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And the hope is here, guys, that after you see what is in this box, you too will want a Black Remnant Command Lance.
Yes.
So let's talk about the Black Remnant Command Lance, Dan, real quick.
Go for it.
So this is the lance that was played in the Penny Arcade MechWarrior Destiny campaign.
Okay.
So they did a MechWarrior Destiny campaign on their show on their channel.
That's the same thing that we did at one time, right?
That is exactly the same thing.
Just double checking.
Right.
Just double checking.
These are fighting words, Dan. We did it first, okay?
But we didn't do mechs.
We didn't get a lance. Dan's actually really bummed we didn't get a lance pack. But then I reminded him.
We didn't really do lance.
We didn't. We didn't. We actually did a tank crew.
Yeah.
Which was cool. But we should get a pack with just a demolisher
that would be
in it.
Cool.
With like a miniature Tom.
Miniature us.
Miniature Tom, miniature Dan, and miniature Rick. That was a good time. It was a fun campaign.
It was.
If you haven't seen our campaign, it was insane. Please watch that. But this one came from the Penny Arcade campaign, and because they're more popular than us, they're not.
They're not.
Maybe they are.
They probably
are. They do have their own convention. We don't have our own conventions yet. That's what we need.
Dude, that's a great idea.
Why didn't we have our own convention?
Yeah, where can we have it though? Let's do
DFA
Boston.
East. We'll just kick them out of Philly. It's my town. So this is cool though. I mean, this is like a gamer's dream, right? You get your own little lance pack.
Yeah,
very, very cool.
Lie. Yeah.
So it's Cyclops, Blood Asp, Dragonfire, Flashman. So a few mechs that we do have access to, but they are slightly different. Dragonfire is brand new, so excited to unbox this thing and check it out. So guys, stay with us. We're gonna open this thing up. We're gonna tell you what you think. We'll get some close-ups, get them on the turntable, and then we'll let you know if we think it's worth it or not. So stick around, review Black Remnant Command Lance. It's coming right up. All right, and we're back here. Let's get this thing open.
Go for it. I'm going to give you the...
You're going to give me the...
Yeah, the honors of opening it this time.
All right, so...
Because I think the last review...
Nice, crisp cardboard.
Ooh.
There, you can do the cards.
Gotta love the cardboard.
Now, I'm going to be a jerk and admit that I actually did not watch the Penny Arcade MechWarrior Destiny. I have no free time.
You didn't?
No, I have no free time.
I'm going to be honest with you.
You didn't either?
No.
No, because Dan has no free time because he's busy printing.
You know what I love about
terrain? The smell.
Cards. Yes. If you've ever played Magic the Gathering, you know what it's like to open a brand new starter box.
The box doesn't smell the same.
No.
As the cards.
No.
No, I could like huff Magic cards for sure. So a couple of things here. Number one, you get 4 classic mechs. You get, again, the new Dragonfire, and then you get parts to make a different variant of the Dragonfire. So you can make like the 3F or the 9D, I believe it is. The 9D is a late era variant and has some clan spec weapon and a rotary autocannon.
That's Dark Ages, right?
That's the Dark Age or Clan era one, yeah.
Okay.
And actually on the card it will tell you, so the Dragonfire 9D, so if you could see like the little icons it tells you. So it's like Republic of the Sphere, Dark Age era.
Cool. That's cool. I like that. And then this one is not.
That one's just Clan Invasion.
It's got more options.
So box art's cool. I like the box art. It's got the basic picture of the lance. On the side, it does have that Dragonfire as well. Nothing hurts like family. Straven Otho leads his ragtag team of mercenaries on high-risk missions across hundreds of light years. But the greatest threat to his battle-forged unit may come from those of his own blood. Ooh. I almost kind of want to watch it now.
All right. Maybe we can have like a watching party.
A viewing party? Live?
Yeah. Live.
Like Mystery Science Theater 3000. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Great show.
Oh, it's such a great show.
So it's got, pilot cards for all of the characters, and then it also has...
Does it have alternate characters?
Like alternates.
Well?
And I don't think that...
Man, we should have done some research before.
We should have done some research. But guys, here's the thing. I'm not into the lore. I'm into the plastic.
That's true.
Give me the plastic. I just want to play the game.
That's why they have the cards to fill you in.
They have the cards to fill you in.
Yeah. But we just opened it, so.
Oh, so it says this guy had two sons. I bet you if you read these, it tells you everything, actually. This is very cool. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you for taking
put that in the trash can. All right, so let's get these things out and on the table. So we've got a Cyclops.
Yeah.
All right. Noticeably different from the other Cyclopses.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Mostly because, well, we'll get into it, but mostly the way the missile bays are
getting ahead of yourself.
Getting ahead of myself.
Getting ahead of yourself.
So this is a Blood Asp, but this is a totally different variant.
Yes.
All right. From the one that comes in the salvage box. All right. And Flashman. I'm not noticing much except for maybe a repose. And then, of course, this Dragonfire here, which actually looks... You know, like Dan and I were commenting in the box that would look just like a Cauldron Born.
Yeah.
The way it's packaged is kind of hidden up top. But now that it's out, it looks nothing like it.
It's distinctly different, obviously.
Very, very cool. And then obviously it has that plug mounting up top for, you know, whether you get maybe a Gauss rifle or a rotary AC. Let's see if I can actually get the dime bag of plastic open. You do it. So while we're opening this bag, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to get them up on the turntable. You can take a look at them, get nice close-ups, and then we'll be back with our opinions on these things. We'll rank them, and we'll go from there. All right, so stay tuned. Check out the Black Remnant Command Lance. All right, and we are back. Shenanigans in the studio. Let's talk about this Cyclops. So I started here, and why don't we just dive in? So a couple things here. Obviously, it's got like SRM4s on like this gauntlet-mounted SRM4s on either side. And it's got, you know, a few more missiles. Notice all of the bay doors are like closed on this thing, right? Very, very cool. You know, cannon looks pretty much the same. Pose is slightly different. What do you think about the overall detail of this thing? Tell me what you think.
I feel like it's slightly better than the original. Like the marking, the cuts are deeper. The edging is deeper. Does that make sense?
I mean, that was honestly my first thought as well. I just didn't want to spoil you, and I don't want to sway you, so that's why I asked for your opinion. I thought the same thing, like no joke. I think
because I mean, like you can distinctly see like that. It definitely got to be heat sinks. You know what I mean? Like it's very,
way more defined. It's very clean.
There's a lot more definition to it.
What do you see mold lines or defects?
See right along the antenna, and then I want to see right here in the back of the leg.
Oh, I see it now.
That? Yep. And that back of that leg.
Yep.
I'm not a master at seeing them, but they're definitely there. And there's the front of the leg, right where the
I mean, it's a pretty big meaty piece of plastic. But that's it's not bad. It's not
probably
terrible.
easier to see once you get it on the turntable and it's closer on the screen.
It's so funny. So when we were doing, I don't know when it was, a while back when we did that Davian Lance with the Thunderbolt with the different heads.
Yeah.
Like when I was editing it and I had like the blow up, like the really blow up of the, you know, it's like 5.3K of like the Thunderbolt head. And I was like, holy crap, there is a mold line on this head. It's enormous. It's like right across the cockpit. I don't know how I didn't see it. But yeah, I mean, you know.
We're getting older.
I'm old.
Yeah.
Speaking of old, let's talk about the Blood Asp. It's not old. It's actually new. It came out in the Mercenaries Kickstarter.
Yeah.
So you thought you were going to get only one, but now you get 2. So this is very, very cool. The Blood Asp model is tremendous.
Yeah.
It's formidable. It's nasty. Lots of detail, little bits and heat sinks and things all over the place. And this one actually has significantly different weapons.
I like the fact that you could be, up against something and still be shooting at people. Pew, pew, pew. You don't need the C to be able to shoot.
And I don't know if this, I believe this is the Blood Asp C.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
And not the I?
I don't think it's the I.
All right. It's got a pretty good armament amount.
Yeah.
664.
It's nasty, dude. Yeah. It's a big mech.
I mean, it's TMM 1 and it only moves 8 inches.
That's pretty good for a giant mech.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I like the pose. It's not bad.
No, it's not bad. This one doesn't blow me away, but I like that there are some, different variants.
I like the difference in the upper armament here. It looks a little bit more advanced than your standard, like bulky, boxy.
Yeah. It does. Yeah, and for I like the, on the shoulders here, like it looks like the gun's ratchet.
Yeah, yeah. Like maybe you could turn into artillery mortar fire if you want it.
Yeah. Overall, pretty cool. I mean, again, I think that this is way more crisp. Than this one.
Yeah.
Just overall, but I still think this one is very, very neat. So, Flashman, Tom's favorite of all time.
That makes sense.
I mean, listen, Tom in a trench coat. Just like Flashman everywhere. So there's nothing new here. It's just a repose.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. Actually, I don't think there's any other pack where you can get the Flashman aside from this one and whatever other one it comes in, right? Okay. I think that this is the second appearance of the Flashman.
Yeah, I think
Could be wrong. Fact check me on that one. But, it's always good. I think Flashman is another, like, one of those ubiquitous mechs that you could put in just about any force. If you want to do an old Star League force, if you want to do Combine or Davian or Mercs or whatever, and multiple era, as well. Like, this thing is sort of pervasive. Anywhere.
It's definitely a round out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So this 10E variant on this card is Republic of the Sphere, but the 9C Clan Invasion, but there are other variants that exist that go all the way back.
It's been around for ages. So
ages, guys.
You could basically use it for almost anything.
All right. Now
we're on
Now we got the only new one in this pack, the Dragonfire. So if you've ever seen the original artwork for the Dragonfire, and if you can go on Sarna and look it up, it is the weirdest, like, crazy, like, design. Like, the perspective makes my head hurt. But I think they did a really good job bringing this thing to life. This was one where, like, I had not seen the render. It just kind of came out.
Yeah.
And maybe I missed the render, but I don't think that I did. But I'm very impressed with the overall aesthetic of this mech. It reminds me of, what the hell was the one we just looked at where you were like, man, this thing's the Helios.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Remember that? That had that very futuristic look to it.
This definitely falls in that category. If you wanted everything to look futuristic and more modernized, that would definitely be less 80s, more 2025.
Yeah. Or 1998, depending.
And it has a different mounting too, so you can change off, right? Which is...
So it's interesting. So with the...
with the 3F, it comes with the radar.
It comes with, like, this little, like, it's like ECM or something.
Yes.
Right?
That's what the card says, ECM, and it also has flak as well. So I'm assuming. And then the 9D
has
the mounting. What is it, rotary?
It's a rotary.
So it's got the rotary mounting on it.
What's interesting, though, is I thought that, and I'd have to go to Megamech to look, but I thought it dropped the Gauss rifle or something and added the rotary. But then again, I'm not really sure. I will say Scroggins and his team has been very good about ensuring they're, like...
the accuracy?
Yeah, accurate. Yeah, that's a great word for it. Anatomically accurate. This, one thing I noticed about this is, like, it doesn't fit quite as well as the Legionnaire that we looked at a little while ago.
But you could definitely fit little magnets in there.
You could, or you just, fun tack, or just if you just stick it in place, like whatever. Maybe the trick to this is
maybe you're supposed to face the other way.
It's a rear mounted rotary as he runs away. Nope, no, definitely not.
All right, it's worth a shot.
Yeah, but it's a cool design.
The ECM fits perfectly though.
ECM is super
didn't move
snug.
around or anything.
No, ECM is super snug, but
snug as a bug.
Weird. Snug as a bug. Yeah. Dan's not
it's
wrong.
It's like a tick right on it.
What the? All right. So let's talk about which ones we like and which ones we don't like.
This is a hard one, man. Not gonna lie. Do you want me to go first?
Please, because I have no idea how.
Yeah, I'm gonna honestly. I mean, I like the Blood Asp, so I've always been a fan of it. So my bias would make that first. This guy's new, but I still like also the Cyclops. So I think this is kind of going to be how I would have to, between the aesthetics and then the utility that would be bringing to my Alpha Strike and or Classic or Override would be, I think that's what I would have to go with.
Yeah.
Only because obviously the Dragonfire, that's the first time we've had this on the battlefield, but I still really do enjoy assault mechs a lot. So that kind of puts it back, the Cyclops and the Blood Asp.
You were like talking and I'm just sitting here thinking like,
I'm just trying to drag it out so you can.
What order do I put these things in? You're like, wah, 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 wah. I'm just kidding. I heard everything you said, and I'll be able to repeat it back after I watch the footage tomorrow. I don't know, dude. Like, I hear you on the Blood Asp. I know you love it. I don't know if it's that high for me.
All right. Don't be a hater.
I mean, the Flashman's at the bottom just because it's like not different at all. This is really cool. But you know what's weird?
What's that?
I really like the Cyclops.
Because of all the missiles?
It's got missiles everywhere.
You love missiles.
It's like, it's just cool. But I got to put the Dragonfire up there, and I think this is my order.
All right.
All right? I think I got to do that.
I'm not hating.
All right?
I am. A little bit on the inside.
He's hating. You're dying on the inside. But I want to talk about this pack and whether or not you should buy it.
Okay.
All right? Now, I understand that, like, this one kind of like, it was like stealth released at, it was like a surprise at Adepticon or somewhere. I don't know.
I forget where they did.
I honestly didn't even know it came out.
Okay.
And I'm like running a channel dedicated to BattleTech. I had no idea this thing came out. And then I saw it floating around. I was like, what the hell is the Black Remnant?
Yeah.
And then, someone was like, oh, it's this thing. I was probably somebody, one of our amazing patrons in Discord had to like mech-splain what this pack was. So, like the initial, like, in my opinion, like the initial marketing around this thing, like, wasn't there.
Yeah.
But it's a shame because I actually think it's a really tremendous pack. I'm going to tell you why. It has nothing to do with Penny Arcade, although great job to those guys and appreciate them giving press to BattleTech.
Yeah.
I will have to try to find time to watch their campaign. No promises. But here's why this is great. The only other place you can get a Blood Asp is a singles box.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Everybody loves the Cyclops. It's a brand new variant, right? And even if you don't want to use this specific variant, you still use it as a Cyclops.
Yeah.
And they're fantastic.
Yeah.
And they're quintessential BattleTech. The Flashman is kind of what I would consider a rare mech because it's not in a whole lot of packs. Like, you have to get it. I can't remember which one it comes in, but it was from, oh, you know what? It comes in that stupid Comstar pack, which is more expensive and has 6 mechs in it. So
it's a cheaper version of getting the
if Flashman. You don't want to do that, you got the Flashman here.
It's a more defined Flashman.
I think it's a crisper Flashman too. Yeah. Same thing as this guy. I noticed the same. And you get a brand new mech, the Dragonfire, which I'm an idiot.
And it has
new
options, and everybody loves options.
Who doesn't love options, Dan? If you want leather seats in this, you can get it. You want, all right, you want the premium audio? Just say so. It's also 0% financing for 60 months.
Oh,
yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Fun fact on the Dragonfire.
And if it blows up, you don't have to pay anything.
Unless you load it up with high explosives and self-destruct.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Hellspawn thing.
If it's your fault.
It's a Hellspawn thing, Dan.
I know.
So anyway, I do think that you guys should actually look into getting this pack. I think this is a pretty solid.
I think all around it's a good solid lance as well.
Yeah, it gets you 2 mechs that well, I mean, aside from the salvage box, 2 mechs you really can't get anywhere else. 1 mech that you can only get in a big 6-pack of things that you may not want, and then a mech that I think is pretty widely reusable.
Yeah.
So I think it's worth it. But that said, I'm all wrapped up.
I'm all wrapped up too.
All right, so a couple of things. If you want to get this Lance, guys, you can head on over to Ares Games and Minis. That's my #1 stop for all things BattleTech, whether you need paint supplies, decals, the mechs, the books, the novels, the box sets, even non-BattleTech things, terrain from some really great, like Thunderhead Studios, right? Hex Tech, a lot, Hardware Studios, all kinds of cool stuff over at Ares Games and Minis. Literally 1 click, and you can spend your entire life away there. Great prices, fast shipping, really good service. I have nothing bad to say about Derek over at Ares. Also, if you want to spend money and you want to help out the channel, Patreon. It's as little as $1 or $2 a month, depending on when you're watching this video. Prices are the minimum buy-in is going to go up, but there is also a free tier. You can sign up and you can kind of keep an eye on what's going on. Every now and then we will be releasing posts for everybody to see, so definitely keep an eye on that. But if you don't want to join us on Patreon, Dan, you know what? They can subscribe, leave a comment, and share the video.
Yeah.
It's true. It's a true story. Get all your friends to see this and tell them to buy the Black Remnant Command Lance. Even if they don't play BattleTech, maybe they'll get addicted to it.
Just buy it and put it on their shelf and never touch it again.
Just buy it and put it under their pillow so when they wake up in the morning, they believe in the BattleTech fairy.
Oh.
It's a thing.
All right. Is that what you did to me?
When when Dan loses a tooth, I put a battle mech under his pillow.
Oh.
That's weird.
It is.
It's creepy.
It is a little
creepy.
Bit, now that I think about it.
We should wrap this one up before it gets weirder. But anyway, guys, we are done. Hope you enjoyed this review. Let me know what you think of the Black Remnant Command Lance, whether you love it, whether you hate it, whether you watched the series and what you thought of that. I'd be interested to hear your opinions on that. But that said, we're all wrapped up here. So guys, thank you again for watching. And of course, stay tuned. Always great stuff coming from Death from Above Wargaming. Have a good night.